What's
Man,
up, everyone?
what's up? Rap Philosophy Podcast. What's up?
Welcome to the Rap Philosophy Podcast. I'm your host, Rap Philosophy, my boy,
Mark Lee, what up?
Mark
What up?
Lee. What are we doing here today, man? We weren't supposed to record today.
Yeah, man. Life just got crazy, man. It was a slow news week, man.
A podcast about hip-hop, music, news, and culture. The only thing that happened this week was not related to music. It was unfortunately something devastating. The verdict.
Yeah.
Now, we don't, this is sensitive, bro. You want to get into this or not?
I'm
the Kyle
down.
thing.
So the Kyle Rittenhouse
You want to get in?
man.
Before, go. What's
No,
the-
go ahead.
Well, before we get into this, I know what happens is, man, you know that like likes and supposedly like dislikes on YouTube are gonna be taken away. Have you heard about that?
That's weird.
Do you think that's stupid?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I would love that shit because then we stop getting dislikes on the video.
I mean, that's weird though. Like, so only likes? You only
I
get
don't know.
likes?
That's what I heard. And these guys are just likes.
That's
it,
weird.
Bro. Just likes.
I guess so.
Yeah, but
So I guess if you dislike the video, you just don't like it at all. Don't do anything.
because people be just disliking shit for no reason, bro.
True.
People just
yeah.
be like literally like you can have it. It just drives me crazy, bro. People don't even listen. Like as long as you conflict with their opinion, dislike.
Dislike. Yeah.
But bro, I don't know who has the time to waste. Like I don't think literally, and I'm not saying this, I don't think I've ever disliked a video on YouTube in
Me
my
either.
life. Like who? Like why?
I've disliked one video.
You like went to the effort of hitting dislike. Like
Yep.
dislike.
I went to the effort of disliking one video. It was an Onision video.
Who's Onision?
Oh, Onision, he's just like this old YouTuber, like from back in the 2000s. That like he's weird. Like,
Why'd you dislike it?
Oh, because he was a white man that thought he could comment on how black people should
Oh,
do
I
their
see.
hair.
Oh, okay. So
Black women should do their hair, and I'm just like, nah. What do you know about?
What do you say?
Oh, he said that black people don't have to wash their hair regularly.
What?
No, so he said black people. So he said black women should wash their hair every single day, which is false. If you're black, your hair retains more oil, so you can't wash it every day. You got to wash it once every 2 weeks, or it strips it of its natural oils.
And he's saying what?
He's saying no. You're supposed to wash it every single day. No. Like why does this white man think he can tell black people what to do with their hair?
So you dislike the shit out of that video.
Yeah, I dislike that video.
So if dislikes are gone, what are you gonna do with that shit happen?
I mean, that's the only video I ever disliked, and that was like 2 years ago.
But then I guess that speaks to like, then who are we to tell people not to dislike our videos? They might not
Yeah.
agree with what we're saying.
That's why I don't really disagree with YouTube getting rid of the dislike button, because like it's kind of like free speech.
It's free speech, but to me, the dislike thing just makes no sense, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like whatever. And you know what? They say all this like research and stuff about how like it affects people, and like, it's hard to say it doesn't affect you because you look at it and you're like, why did someone go to the effort, to dislike this thing when you're just talking? You know what I'm saying? But it's like we're not even that controversial, bro. Like about nothing.
But then like if it goes from disliking a video, what's next? Can somebody leave a comment that they don't like it? Like, are you gonna stop bad comments?
That's a good point. I mean, I know as far as I know, they're not gonna, right? And they're still gonna keep it. But people would be stupid, bro. I don't know what to say. I think free speech, bro. People be just stupid sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
people.
Sometimes you need to control the shit out of
Yeah,
people.
sometimes people like do just be trolling.
You need some
Just
laws,
like-
bro.
Yeah.
What would this society be without laws?
True.
You need some laws. So hopefully we just get some likes. The problem is we're just gonna have no likes,
no likes,
or
nothing.
likes. So your boy,
Yo,
sorry,
if you're watching, just like the video, man.
hit that like button right now.
Hit that like button, subscribe, all that.
Subscribe to Rap Philosophy. This is the first independent hip hop podcast on YouTube, I believe. I don't think there's any independent hip hop podcasts out there.
You really know?
It might just be academics, but I don't think he's independent.
Oh man,
Is academics independent? I don't know if he's. I think.
I
he is.
mean, he did do Everyday Struggle, and that was complex.
Oh, that's right. That's really complex. So
yeah, man.
So what's the deal with this Kyle? What's his last name? Kyle what?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
What happened with Kyle? So I'm not gonna say anything until I tell you what you have to say.
So reportedly, what I know about this whole thing is Kyle Rittenhouse. He's a 17-year-old kid from Illinois.
17?
Yeah, at the time of everything happened, he was 17.
You know, when I first saw the things, I thought this guy was like mad old, but then I found out he's like a teenager.
Yeah,
I
he's
was like,
17. Yeah.
I just feel like that changes the game. But go, I'm gonna hold my thought, but go.
Yeah, so he's a 17-year-old kid from Illinois, and him and his friend, they went to Kenosha, Wisconsin, to this Black Lives Matter rally to protect the storefront, right? Because from rioters and looters, and like sometimes like at protests, like shit gets crazy.
Wait, it's a Black Lives Matter protest?
Yeah,
that was okay. I actually didn't even. What's crazy is like I didn't hear about this, and maybe that's what's even annoying about this whole situation. To like the context is that I didn't know that there was a Black Lives Matter protest going until I heard about the Kyle thing.
Yeah.
Until I heard about what happened.
Yeah.
So just tell me the context. Do you know the context of was it just like, was it a protest, a rally? Like what was the context of that?
I'm not exactly sure if it was. I think it was a protest.
Which maybe it's the same now.
Yeah,
same difference.
I mean, it was a protest.
Okay.
And him and his friend were there
to protect
the storefront, to protect
air quotes.
Yeah. And in that, so somewhere in there, somebody thinks in the excitement and everything, it was like after hours, somebody heard a shot. Oh yeah, so it's worth noting that Kyle Rittenhouse and his friend, they had AR-15s.
Right. Do we know if they're legal? They must have been legal, because do we know if they're like legally owned?
So from what I know, so they were legally owned. So
because he would have got charged just for having it, I feel like if that was the case,
he would have got charged
just for having it.
So what happened was, Kyle Rittenhouse was 17, his friend was 18. Kyle Rittenhouse lived in Illinois. His friend lived in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse gave his friend money to buy the AK-47 for him. Right? And he was supposed to hold it at his house until he turned 18.
Okay.
Right? And then when he turned 18, he would give him the gun, right? Then the Black Lives Matter rally happened, and there was a storefront that actually I think a Hispanic family that owned this storefront that they were friends with, and he was like, him and his friend went to protect that storefront from rioters and looters, right?
Okay.
So they went to protect people. They went to protect the storefront, and then at some point there was a loud bang in the crowd. They heard that they heard a gunshot, and then the entire crowd of the BLM protests turned to look at Kyle. They went to chase Kyle down, right?
Okay. Yeah, I think I seen that clip.
Yeah,
they chased the Kyle down.
They went to chase Kyle down, right?
See, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know about that part. But go ahead.
They chased Kyle down. One of the guys, he shot two people in the chase.
Right. They got killed?
One got killed. Another one lived. Another one testified on the stand.
Did you see the clip? The video clip?
Yeah.
It looked like another one had a handgun.
Yeah.
Someone
So
had a handgun, right?
That's the guy that testified. The guy that testified had a handgun.
Someone who was in the crowd who was running after Kyle had a handgun.
Yeah. The guy that was in the crowd, this guy, he wasn't a part of the Black Lives Matter protest.
Oh.
He just went there.
This guy.
So he went there as a volunteer EMT, and he goes to a bunch of, like, Kenosha, Wisconsin has a bunch of Black Lives Matter rally, right?
Okay.
Black Lives Matter protests. And this guy, he just goes there as a volunteer EMT to help people.
You're saying the black person who was...
No.
Oh, you're talking about the kid.
Yeah.
Right.
No. So Kyle Rittenhouse didn't shoot any black people. He only shot white people. That's the misconception.
Oh.
People think that, like, he shot. He was just shooting black people. No, he didn't shoot.
Wait,
any.
So when he was run down, who's running him down?
So the entire mob of people was running him down, and that mob of people were black, white, whatever.
So the people who shot were white.
They were white. Yes.
Actually, see this.
Yeah. Nobody gets that. Yeah. The people he shot were white. Right. He didn't shoot any black people. So, the volunteer EMT, he was a white guy, and he purposely didn't affiliate himself with either side. He didn't affiliate with Black Lives Matter. He was just there to help people, but he also packed a handgun. Right? So while everybody is trying to chase Kyle Rittenhouse falls to the ground, and then the EMT, he takes the handgun and he goes to shoot Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse takes his AR-15.
And the EMT guy is white.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot.
He's going to shoot Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah. Kyle Rittenhouse takes the AR-15, shoots him. Right. Then there's a second guy. Now this second guy, he's just there to start shit. He's a mental patient. He just got released from a psych ward like 11 hours earlier. He's just there to start shit. He's just there to...
And he's white or black?
He's white.
He's the white, other white, yeah.
Nobody Kyle Rittenhouse shot was black. This guy...
See, all online. It's like the discussion is
that's the media. That's the interpretation from the media.
They want to turn everything into race.
Yeah, no, it's not nothing to do.
Okay, so is there more to... more to the story?
Yeah, so... The second guy, like I said, the second guy he shot, he was just some crazy dude that was just there to stir up trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually screaming the N-word at Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh my God.
And he was some crazy dude that just got released from a psych ward like 10, 11 hours earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was sure why he was there. But he attacked Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse shot him. He died.
Okay.
And I'm getting into a lot of Facebook arguments this week because I'm looking at the facts of the case.
What are the arguments?
Oh, he went there. He crossed state lines with a gun to pick off people at a Black Lives Matter rally. He didn't even shoot anyone who's black, you're saying? No, he didn't shoot
anyone. And he has the gun legally.
Yeah. He has the gun legally. Didn't shoot anyone that wasn't there to hurt him. He had a mob of people coming after him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When I saw that clip... That's what I'm saying. They poster they just put his face they make you think it's a race thing.
Yeah,
then you have the comments and Twitter, this, that, and it's
unfortunately, because he's a white kid that looks like the stereotypical frat boy, he is plastered as the poster child for white supremacy.
Yeah, that's
unfortunate. I'm getting I was in Facebook debates all week
but what are they saying?
So, if it was the one thing I'm hearing from a lot of black people was,
what are the black people telling you
they're saying,
Facebook?
Well, if Kyle Rittenhouse was white, he wouldn't have got off. Which is true.
Well, that's another argument. That's a different. Maybe it's true. That's a different argument.
I'll say it's true.
Yeah.
But my argument against that is maybe. But do we want the system to work better for black people, or do we want it to work worse for white people?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
They
confuse me.
So the situation with Kyle Rittenhouse was clearly self-defense, but they think that a black person, if Kyle Rittenhouse is black, the self-defense thing wouldn't have worked.
No, this is potentially true.
Yeah,
I mean,
it might be true.
It might be, but that doesn't have nothing to do with him
it doesn't
himself.
Have
right? Nothing to do with his case.
Yeah, it has everything to do with the system. Fix the system.
That's different. Yeah, no, I feel that. No, that's a different argument.
Yeah, fix the system. Don't blame him.
Well, I would say that argument would matter if I don't want to say if black people were involved. Obviously, it was a Black Lives Matter, but if he had shot. If there was a black person involved with the particular nuances of the case, but it's nothing to do with it, so I don't.
He only shot 2 white people.
Yeah, I mean, so that's a whole other argument. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't know.
And I'm getting a lot of people that saying, "Oh, he crossed state lines with an AR-15."
They have a point. I think what they're trying to say is yeah, you know what I mean. What they're trying to say is if this was a black person, if this was a colored person. With the AK, whatever that was, he wouldn't even got that. He wouldn't even.
He wouldn't have. Yeah, of course.
His ass wouldn't have even been on the field.
He would. Yeah,
of course. Sit your ass down. That's the unfortunate thing.
Of course.
That's a whole other. That's a whole other.
Argument, right? Because I said to my point, The system has to change.
There was another. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we go crazy, if we watch these videos. There's literally another video. Not to change, to stay on topic, but like there was another video I just saw. Like it was like on No Jumper podcast. They showed it. It was like a clip of like in a high school, like a cop tased a black kid. There was something. It was again chaos. It looked like he was approaching the security guard. But I think they were cops. But then they like tased him, and the kid was like on the ground. He was black. But then while like the crowd was getting hyped about it, and the white cop was trying to subdue like the young, you know, black kid, which he was already down on the floor. This white kid was like really angry. He was up in the cop's face, and he was like, "What are you doing?" You know, trying to speak on behalf of the students. And then all the comments were like, "They didn't tase him." You know, like that white kid was all up in his face. You know, it was like,
yeah.
But the black kid got again. The problem is like a lot of times there's context missing. You know, so we don't know was there something else. You know, but again, just broadly speaking, the point is their argument is like. It just kind of it hurts. It's just like in a way, it's like, oh, if this was a colored person, you know, what would the response have been?
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And that's all that, you know.
Yeah. Other things I was getting was, you know, he went there with an assault rifle. I was like, no, I don't know if I've said this on this podcast before, but I'm pro-gun. I'm a gun owner. I legally own a gun. Kyle Rittenhouse had an AR-15. An AR-15 is not an assault rifle. The difference between an AR-15 and any assault weapon, an AR-15 is semi-automatic. An assault weapon is fully automatic, meaning with an assault weapon, with fully automatic assault weapons, you pull the trigger once and a bunch of bullets come out. You pull the trigger once and a bunch of bullets come out. With AR-15s, most AR-15s that are on the market, you pull the trigger once and one bullet comes out.
Okay.
I have a 40 caliber pistol. I have a 40 caliber Smith & Wesson pistol. Most handguns are semi-automatic. Mm-hmm. Just like the gun that Kyle Rittenhouse had, it's semi-automatic.
Well, what's the relevance of that to the story? What type of gun?
It's just the miscarriage of what they're thinking. So they look at the AR-15 and because it looks scary, they think, oh, you know, he's gonna spray a whole bunch of people in a matter of seconds. Well, no, you don't spray a bunch of people in a matter of seconds.
It's a lot of misconceptions, man. You know, so I mean, in one sense, you know, I saw the verdict and all that stuff, and people, you know, I don't know. It is what it is, man. You know. Yeah,
like this is the one time the justice system actually worked. Like it works. It worked the way.
Well,
it's
again,
supposed to.
like what people's argument is going to be like, it worked, but it worked. Did it work only because if he was colored, would it have worked? You know, and that's what their argument is.
And I agree,
but
probably not.
That's whatever, bro. It's the shit that we people dealing with. Not to like belittle it, but it's sometimes you become numb to that stuff, man. I think like a lot of minorities like look at it like you just have to like step
and then
up
you got rappers like Roddy Ricch saying he gonna put like 100,000 on Kyle Rittenhouse's head.
Wait, what? Roddy Ricch said that?
Roddy Ricch said like, yo, I got money on Kyle Rittenhouse's head.
He said stop.
No, I 100%.
It's a tweet.
Yeah, like
stop.
Google it, man. Like
what is right? Why do rappers talking about this? Because don't speak on this.
Because they think that he killed some black person, which he didn't. He didn't kill any black person.
Sure, I swear. If I do dive deep in this damn article,
dive deep, man. He didn't. The two people he shot, because the people he killed were white.
Because I could not find like even discussion on the ends of like what happened. I just kept hearing about and then like the story itself was like I was like, what exactly? Who did he shoot? They just said they weren't referencing by color, right?
No, yeah.
So I didn't.
No. He shot two white people.
Which, you know, sadly it shouldn't matter, right? Like I think the fact that we're having this discussion by itself shows like how this whole thing is messed up, because like whether they're white or black shouldn't matter, right? Like in one sense, but
because they want to paint Kyle Rittenhouse as the face of white supremacy and oh, you know, this is a miscarriage of justice.
Yeah.
Like no, like
and then
the way the system's supposed to work.
Roddy Ricch, what were the comments? I don't know why Roddy was speaking on that. Did anyone say anything about that? Comments? Any other rappers speak on that?
I don't think any other rappers retweeted it. Of course, they were just like because a lot of rappers on Instagram and stuff, because they were coming at it from the same lens that everybody else is coming at it. They were just thinking, oh, this is white supremacy. This is this is that. Like I think I saw Ludacris tweet something about it, but they weren't going off the facts of the case.
Yeah,
they were just going off of this is just another white boy that got off.
That happens a lot, man, and I try to avoid those conversations sometimes. I feel like it gets nowhere because people are gonna want to believe whatever they want to believe about it. But hopefully justice has been served. And last week, speaking of unfortunate deaths, I mean, like there have been incidences. We heard about Young Dolph, last week.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Rest in peace. And Key Glock, I think, who's his cousin, another rapper. They were asking him. People were waiting for him to speak on something, and then like people have been like, I guess, DMing him or whatever, asking him if he's okay. And his response finally on Instagram, Key Glock says, "Stop asking me if I'm okay, knowing damn well I ain't." And that was Key Glock's response. And I thought, was thinking about, that, and, the condolences that you give to people, right? Like, it's like, you ever, if someone passes away that is close to someone, right? Someone's mom, like your friend's mom, or God forbid, which is even super close, and it's just like, you never know what to say. You feel like you're supposed to say something, but at the same time, you're scared because you don't know what you should say. And Key Glock's response to me was like an example of well, what do you want people not to act? I don't know. Like, what do we do, man? Like, what kind of condolences should you give?
Yeah, I mean,
because I always get scared I'm gonna piss off the person too. You know what I mean? But it's like, but then you feel like it's the right thing.
To me, it's just like your words don't mean as much as the help you can give. Like, what can you do?
Well, people. Someone knows that they can't do shit.
True.
What do you? You know what I mean?
But I mean, you can try to be there for that person and say, look, if you need anything, I got you.
That's bullshit too.
You think so?
Sometimes I think people say it's bullshit. Because what are you gonna do? For me?
I mean, of course. I mean,
what is someone gonna do for someone someone's passed, that you're close to? What can someone do for you?
Be a shoulder to cry on, emotional support. There's things I mean, of course you can't bring that person back, but
so you're saying emotional support or something like that. Just say, hey, if you need me, I'll be there for you.
Yeah. And
are you okay? Is not a good question.
I get what he's saying. It's like, yo, don't ask me if I'm all right.
It's a bad question.
No, I'm not. And some people just do that as a pacifier. I don't really care, but I know it's just something I'm supposed to say.
No, people do care. You know what's funny? Now that I hear this story, I remember I had said that to someone, a friend, someone I was actually close to, they lost their father, and I really stumble and stutter, don't know what to say in those moments. I have a hard time those moments, and I remember like an idiot. Now I look back, in the midst of the conversation, I was like, bro, are you okay? How are you holding up? And he was just he just paused, oh shit, that was a bad question, bro. He just, I'm fucked up. It's just
so that actually brings me back.
I was I just tried to recover from that, but I don't know what to say.
So that actually brings me back to a time that I fucked up too. So an ex-girlfriend of mine, right? Her uncle died, right? And at the time, I think I was 15, 16. I didn't really know the verbiage on what to use when somebody when somebody's family member dies. So her uncle died, and I was just my condolences. So I meant to say, were you too close? Were you close to him?
And what'd you say?
But what came out was, did you love him? So yeah, she was just like, "What the fuck?" But
wait,
that wasn't.
Wait, who was it again to her?
Her uncle.
You said, did you love?
Yeah. What I meant to say was,
stop. You meant to say that?
No. I swear. I meant to say, were you close to him? Because sometimes people die and you're not close to them, so it don't matter.
But see, that question's fucked up too. That's the thing. That question's bad.
No, I don't
people
think
say that shit a lot.
You think so? Were you close?
What what else people say is how did it happen? Or how old were they? Oh, they're 80. Oh, you know, like they were senior citizens. It's okay. Like no, sometimes we ask stupid shit like that,
true,
bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we think it's so like we think it's gonna like excuse the situation. Like my grandfather died, so the fact that he's the grandfather. You know, if it's someone young, then people get more like provoked. Like, oh my god,
like, oh my
know?
god, they're so
Which
young.
I get it, but it's like, you know what I mean? So
I
you
get
say
it,
were
yeah.
you close? All right, so what? So what was she gonna say to that? So let's go to your true intention. You said you didn't want to ask. Did you love her? You wanted to ask, were you close?
Yeah, were you close?
So what was her? And what if she wasn't? What was her response gonna be? I'm not. Nah, I wasn't that close to him.
Yeah, like
so fuck him.
Not fuck him. Just like yo, no, we weren't close. I've had people die in my family that I wasn't really close to.
I know.
I didn't really meet like that.
But what do you expect the person to say? You know what I mean? Like, no, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing is messed up. Like, that's why I'm so bad at it too, bro. Like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, nah, it's cool that he died because we weren't close. Like, nah.
Like it's like you're trying to find a way to like diffuse the situation, but like nothing really. I don't know.
Yeah, nothing really seems right.
That's
why
I was like, yo, are you okay? Like, how you holding up? Like, you know, like what do you expect? Or like, how old are they? Or like, what happened? You know, to them? Like, were they sick or was it unexpected? Like, they're questions that are kind of like, is it gonna make it any easier?
So, question. So, do you think we should divert the attention to them or talk about the person that died? Like, do you think we should focus on, okay, how you doing? Do you need anything?
That's it.
How you holding up? Or do you just like, oh, well, like, who was he to you? Just something like that. I don't know.
No, I think the first way. I think you just have to. I feel like there's nothing you can. I don't know, man. I've been having a hard time with it. I just feel like, I think the best thing you do is just be there, I guess, and just like offer your condolences and just like you said, help. But I don't know. I guess sometimes you feel compelled like to have to ask certain questions, and you think that that's gonna make it easier. You're trying to diffuse it, make it. I don't know, man. I have no answer for that shit.
It's like you're trying to show effort, but it's like, how do you show effort? It's like you're trying to show effort and be minimal at the same time. Because you don't want to be too invasive, but you don't want to be too detached too.
It's a bad situation. It's a bad situation. Yo, what happened with this guy, bro? Why did this guy do this on the Christmas parade, bro? In Waukesha, in where is that? In it was Wisconsin.
Waukesha, yeah.
I think it was. I can't remember. What's the deal, bro?
I don't know. Apparently, like he rented the car for a rap video.
What? Why would you do that, bro? Who does that shit? Who does that, bro?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on in society, man.
You said for a rap video?
Yeah, for a rap video.
What are you talking about?
That's what I heard. Like the car that he ran into the people with, he rented that car for a rap video.
Where'd you get that information from?
I think people.com. Like, you know, like People Magazine, but people.com.
They were saying that he was running away from something. Bro, I don't know. So what did you hear, man? So he rented it for a rap video. Is he a rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
He's a rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
What?
He's like, he's not a big rapper. He's kind of like low key. Like he hasn't really made it.
Was that him? The photo you saw him? The black. Yeah, he's a black brother. That was him. He's an old guy, kind of. It looked old to me. I think
like maybe like mid-30s.
Okay, he's a rapper. Is this stuff on SoundCloud or something?
I don't care.
Yo, what is this? So what's the story?
I don't know. I don't know the exact story.
Do we have a motive yet?
No, I don't think we have much of anything right now. It's
what
just,
kind of motive could you possibly have for this shit, bro?
Yeah, what motive? Yeah, like you just killed people.
Was he just on? I mean, was just high? Like, was he just on drugs?
That's very possible. That's the only way I could think this is possible.
I read something where like he was running away from something, and like I don't know how you can not, unless you're on your high or something, man. I don't know how you cannot notice what you're doing. We're gonna find out more, I guess, as this story progresses.
As the story comes along, we'll let you guys know more.
That's horrible, man. Like I saw one clip of like the car was like behind people, and like people were like still not moving. I think they like were like, what is this guy doing? You know, like he was I saw some clips where he just drove like fast, and I saw some clips where he like pulled up behind people, and people were still like not moving. They're like, yo, what's this guy doing? I just feel like I would have just got the hell out of the way, bro.
Yeah,
I would have got the hell, yo.
Cause even like just driving regularly out here, like
I don't trust people.
Some people are just wild. Like,
yo, I don't trust. If there's a car, car should not be there. Just get out the way.
Yeah, cars are just wild out here, man. You don't know what people are gonna do at what time.
But it's confusing, man. I feel like sometimes people freeze. Like if something is like life death scenario,
Yeah, you're like a deer in headlights.
Yeah.
You just caught.
Like, you think, like, when I look at that, I'm like, yo, move, just get out the way. But I feel like people just, like, freeze, like, for a second. Like, wait, is this really happening to me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, is this really happening?
Yeah. Like, and you can say what you think you would do, but to get in that situation, you got to make that snap judgment. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
wait, do I move? Do I?
Mm-hmm. It's insane, man.
Yeah, man.
What do you know about Metro Boomin? Did you something you want to bring up real quick?
No, I didn't really have anything.
You know, your boy Metro Boomin, he said, you know Metro Boomin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, said something I thought was interesting on Twitter, or was it Instagram or something? He said something like, you know, it was a picture like in the studio of him in his studio, and he said, this is the reason why God put me here, Metro Boomin. You know, and you know he's like
super producer.
So
what's the reason God put him here?
He means to make
music.
To make music, okay. Right? Do you think you know why? You can answer that question if you were asked that question. I thought about that. I was like, can you answer that question? Because I had a hard time with that question.
What, like why you think you're here? Yeah. So, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in any gods. And so I don't think life has any.
So now the dislike button is gone, you're fine. You're good. You're gonna survive this.
I guess.
Hit the comments.
I don't think that there's a superior meaning to why we're here.
Okay, so you can't. I asked the wrong person. I didn't know you're atheist. I don't know why the fuck I asked you this question. It's a bad question for me.
Nah, I mean I can answer. I think that.
Well, wait a second. Like, can you have a purpose if you're an atheist?
Yeah.
And who makes that purpose?
You define your own purpose.
Okay, so then flip it. So like, do you know why you're here?
I mean, I'm here because my parents had sex.
Okay, all right.
But like, do I know why I'm?
I knew this was gonna be a bad question asking atheists.
Oh no, wait. So are you asking me? Do I think I know my purpose?
Well, like based off like what Metro Boomin said is like, you know, that. You know, I know what's the reason why God put me here. Obviously, he believes in God. So if you say you don't, like, could you even answer that question? Is that like a thing? That's the thing. If you believe in God, that's like a topic. Like why are we here? You know, like why did God put us? You know, that kind of question. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's like first time I'm hearing atheists.
I think like I said, I think we create our own purpose. I think we have our own passions, our own pursuits of things that make us happy and give us joy. So I think we create that purpose. Mm-hmm. For Metro Boomin, I mean, of course, he thinks that God gave it to him, but I think that he decided that for himself. Mm-hmm. Same with me. Like, my purpose is to make music and write songs.
Oh, that's what I was asking you. So this,
yeah, my purpose that I created for myself is to make music and write songs, and basically deliver my love for music.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What about you? Why do you? So, do you believe in the God?
Is the Rap Philosophy Podcast going to turn into this?
hey, man,
this is what happens when no news happens. Now I can't answer that question. Yeah, I believe. But I don't want to turn this into religious shit. But
you don't have to.
I have a hard time with that question, man. I'll be straight honest. I have a hard time with that question. Like, what's your purpose? Like, what's the main? I think sometimes people oversimplify it. Like, to think that they should have something. And I feel like sometimes people who don't have an answer feel like, why do I not have an answer? Like, oh, that means I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But I feel like I just don't know if that you need to have an answer. I think people sometimes just give that too much power, too much credit to think that you need to answer that question. Like, what's your purpose? Like, because there's going to be multiple. You're going to have one purpose. Like, what are you, a prophet or something? Yeah. Like, I think it's too much on someone. It's too much. Yeah, you have kids nowadays, even when they're young. Like, a lot of times, sorry to cut you off. Like, they have, like, a lot of kids now when they're young, like, Gen Zs, you know, and they ask these questions, like, they think that they have to have, like, this. And this is with YouTube videos and all this shit now. It's like social media has gotten, like, spread this message. I just feel like it's too heavy, bro, for people. People can't always have exactly what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I know a lot of people, especially like the millennials, like the millennials, we were fed college so much. Go to college, you know, whatever you do, go to college. That when we get to college, we're just like, yo, we don't want this, but at the same time, we don't know what we want. Like, I know a lot of people, like, yo, they're stressed out because they don't have a specific purpose. They don't know what they want to do.
And see, and that's what I'm saying is I think like I don't think you have to know that. I mean, you want to know something, but I just think that people like put too much pressure on themselves to have to answer that question. I think people just do the things that they love and they're passionate about, things that are good in this world, and you know, I think that's good enough. You know, I think the people who answer that question sometimes, you know, kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they have like one ultimate passion, they really succeed in something, and they love that thing, and that's fine, and that's okay. But not everyone's gonna have that. Someone younger, God bless them if they do have that, but like I don't think they will necessarily have that. I think that's all right. I just think that my point is I think that, you know, the culture of today makes it seem like with all of like the YouTube videos and all this stuff about like business and entrepreneurship and blah 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 blah, which is cool, you know, but like it puts this pressure on people, on Gen Z specifically, and everyone who's still coming out. Like they're still trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, they're still young.
You know, they think, oh my God, I need to like have this ultimate purpose. I don't know what you know. I have a niece who she's still like is doing so good in school, has like a full scholarship, and like I still ask her, like she's still like on the cusp of like Gen Z, you know, and it's like she's like, I don't know if I want to do this thing. She's already like almost gonna be like going into like doctor of law, you know, and like you know she's young still. And she's like, I don't know, like, should I do this? I'm just like.
And to your point, like, yo, your purpose changes.
That's another thing a lot
like,
of people don't.
As you grow, like as you become whoever it is that you feel like you've grown to become, your purpose is gonna change. Like I know a particular person that because they put themselves around a bunch of teachers, right? They thought that, okay, I'm gonna be a teacher. This is my purpose. My purpose is to be a teacher. Okay. My purpose is to give back to my community, right? Noble purpose. Salute. But then she got there and she's just like, I don't want this anymore. Like, I'm done with these kids. I'm done with all this. Okay. I don't want to grade no papers. I'm done with this. But now they kind of feel like, okay, well then what do I don't know what I want to do next. I know I don't want to do this, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do.
I think that's an okay place to start. You know, some people say that you do know if you ask yourself. Like, if she were to ask herself, you don't know? Like, you don't know what else you want to do? You know, like, would she really not be able to answer that question if she was honest? I think that's what I'm saying. I think sometimes we overthink things. It's like, if you were to ask yourself, bro, like, what do you really want to do? Someone will have an answer, but they get scared. Like, maybe it's not the right answer. Maybe it's not the money-making answer, you know?
The money-making answer, I guess. Because a lot of people, they get trapped in places that make a lot of money, but they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They don't have a passion for it.
I really think, to advice to Gen Z or whoever, like, and anyone, I really feel like if people overthink it way too much, they overthink the idea of, like, the money-making process. Like, they overthink, you know, I feel like what happens is they anything that you do or want to do, you know, you should pursue, and you'll find the right path in that. You know, like anything you do or want to do, you should pursue, and you'll find the right path. I think people try to avoid it because they don't think it's gonna make money or it's gonna do that. But I think if you just do it eventually.
So you think you should just dig into it and get your feet wet first?
I think I would say this advice to whoever, even my own children, you know, whoever. Like, I think you should just do the thing that you want to do. Just follow the stuff that you want to follow. Do work towards those things. You'll get there. Like, I think the problem is people think like they need to be somewhere at a certain time. So they think if they're not there at that certain time, they stop. But it's like, you don't. You just need to keep doing that thing. You'll get the path. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just having a conversation with a person where they were thinking like, yo, I feel like my siblings are all on further along in their lives than me, and I had to tell them like, yo, it's not about competing. It's about running your own race and being at where you are and developing and evolving the person that you are.
Yeah.
So like you like especially me, I had to get out of that mindset of, oh, you know, you got to be this by 25, this by 30.
Yeah.
Nah,
the
like
time messes you up, man.
Yeah.
Time limits and stuff. You know, they say like put a time limit on stuff, which I think you should, but I think time can mess things up for people, man.
Yeah.
It really, I think it confuses the situation because then you don't give yourself the breathing room to evolve into the thing.
To evolve, to make mistakes.
You know?
Everything.
But yeah, I mean, you know, this is I don't know. Should we start wrapping up? I'm actually having a good time with this conversation.
Yeah, like I'm good. Like,
who would have known these other topics could be interesting? Besides, you know,
where we at right now?
What are we at?
It's
yeah.
I think we should probably wrap
up. You know, so yeah, just to wrap up on that. You heard about your boy what's his name? Weekend. They say Blinding Lights has like the #1 on Billboard or the top across like the history of Billboard. It's #1, like longest on #1.
I've never been a fan of the
like
Weeknd.
Top 5 on the top 100 Billboard.
Never been a fan of him. I think he's a mediocre singer.
Okay, so thank God the dislike button is gone. So
yeah, I think the Weeknd is a mediocre singer. I hated how people started comparing him to Michael Jackson. I'm just like, bro, stop.
I shouldn't have started this topic right now because we could talk about this. But yeah, I think probably the camera is probably overheated. I have no idea, man, what's going on in this crazy world we live in.
Oh, yeah?
But listen, man, this is Rap Philosophy. Hit that like button, subscribe to Rap Philosophy Podcast, you know, on wherever you see us, bro. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Hit that like button, man.
Smash that like button, comment, do all
Hip
that.
Hop Podcast. Mark, do you want to leave? You want to comment on anything? Last words for anything?
Nah, man, just enjoy your holidays, man.
Dope. All right. Thank you, everyone. See you guys next one. Peace.